It's Monday, the 26th of February 2018, and welcome to Navigating Your Day. In Jitsu, safety energy lock number 26 came into the universe meaning complete. That which was, is, and will be. So safety energy lock number 26 connects us to that part of ourselves which is much more than just our physical being. It's a true completion, a bringing together of the physical, the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual. 26 is, of course, an 8. So 8 is about completion and rhythm and balance. And 8s are about boundaries. 8s generally are very secure in their boundaries. So if you think about an 8, it's like a double square, you know. So it's not just boundaried on 4 sides. It's boundaried essentially on 8 sides. And so 8s, as I said before, are very clear about their boundaries. So today we can connect to that energy of being clear of what we're allowing into ourselves in terms of our food and what we drink, what we are prepared to do for other people, how far we allow other people into our space or into our being or allow them to affect our energy. 8 is the number of responsibility. And it's about finishing. So 8s are incredibly dutiful. They are the ones who take responsibility, want to do their duty well, like to stick to the rules, and like to get the job done. So if you have any tasks that need completing, today would be a really good day to do that because the energy of the day just lends itself to that. So we've got the double 2 from February in 2018. 8 is an earth number, so it's about logical, practical action. 2s are water numbers, and so they're more about emotion, which is a little bit more watery, and it's not bounded. So if you think about it, water will flow where it is given boundaries. So if we build a canal, we restrict the water to flowing within that canal. If we don't, then the water can flood an entire area, for example. So the earth of the 8 helps to keep the emotion of the 2 into its boundaries. Now, it can also lead us to not allow ourselves to fully explore the emotion of the 2. So if it becomes too boundaried, then the water actually, if we build a dam, then the water actually can't flow, and the water then builds up behind the dam, and that creates a huge amount of pressure. So that's what we have to watch for today, because we have this juxtaposition of putting boundaries on something that is actually quite difficult to put a boundary on. However, if you find yourself feeling incredibly emotion, 8 can give you a practical, logical solution to actually help you lay down those boundaries. So if you, did I say emotional or emotional? I don't know. So if you are feeling exceedingly emotional, as if you cannot actually regulate your emotions so that you don't function well, it's unlikely, because the 8 will allow you to practically do what you need to do. But guard against the fact that the 8 doesn't stop you from actually feeling those emotions. The 2 2s of February are, of course, about nurturing yourself, about nurturing others, about being in integrity with who you are, about allowing yourself to feel those emotions fully. Our hero today is the 3, and 3 in the hero position. 3 is a fire number, so the fire helps to keep a lot of the water in check, and 3 in this position is about expansion and creativity, and actually getting out of the boundaries, exploring beyond our boundaries. But the 8 at the beginning of the life map today helps us to feel safe. In other words, it helps us to put boundaries down where we can feel safe. And from that safe boundary position, we can then expand ourselves into our feelings, and we can expand into whatever the vision is that we want to have for our lives and for the lives of those we love, for example. So 3 is an expansive number. It's about exploring. It's about entering into places where you maybe wouldn't have gone ordinarily. I mean, if you think about it, that's what creativity is. It's about creating something new from what is already there. So that is the potential that we have. 3s are also very structured, and they love order, and they are meticulous, and they like to work towards a goal. So again, today, if you've got deadlines, if you've got things that need to be done, the 3 will help you formulate a strategy to get to where you want to go, and the 8 will actually help you practically implement it. And then the 2s will allow you to experience your emotions along the journey. The villain of today happens to also be a 2. So remember, when we've got 2 in the villain position, then we blunt ourselves from our emotions. In actual fact, we try not to care. So we either become disregarding of the feelings of other people, but we also disregard our own feelings. So there's going to be tension today between this two in the villain, which is going to try and keep us blind and sort of almost numb our feelings down, and the twos in the root of the life map that are going to be pushing us to actually explore our feelings. So you may find yourself doing things like, I don't know, compulsive busyness, compulsive eating, anything that you would ordinarily do, any kind of mechanism you have for actually regulating your feelings without having to feel them, that might actually be happening today. So if you're aware of it and you notice that it's happening, then sit back and ask yourself, what is it that what feeling am I trying to suppress? And if I am trying to suppress this, practically what can I do? Well, I can tell you now, practically the best thing to do then is to spend a little bit of time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, doesn't have to be long, just actually feeling the feeling, exploring where it is in your body. What does it look like? Does it have a shape? Does it have a character? Does it look like a cartoon? Does it look like, I don't know, does it look like anything? What does it feel like? When you do that, you're actually paying attention to it. And feelings want to be felt, remember. They want to be felt and acknowledged. So that is a practical way of helping get in touch with your feelings. But the behavior that you notice, the stuff that you normally do in order to suppress the feelings, that's the key that something is going on. So do guard against suppressing feelings today, because feelings definitely want to be felt. So we can harmonize safety energy lock number 8. Well, actually, we're not going to do 8. We're going to do 26 because it is the 26th. So safety energy lock number 26 is located on the palm, on the center of the palm. So you can hold your palm. This is, I happen to be holding my left hand with my right hand, or you can hold the other way, or you can put them like that. Or you can hold safety energy lock number 26 because it's here at the margin of your lat, I suppose. So if you put your hands like this under your armpits with your thumbs on your chest, your fingers will be resting on safety energy lock number 26. So if you sit back and you take a couple of deep breaths while you're holding safety energy lock number 26 and opening the chest area, which is the heart area, you will actually find yourself centering, bringing any scattered energy in and helping to connect with those emotions, and of course the practical solutions to help you move forward today. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow.